We have live team coverage from Trenton, New Jersey in anticipation of Tim Tebow's All-Star Game debut.
And tickets to tonight's game went very fast as the Tebow effect reached Jersey's capital.
Plus, a tractor-trailer carrying about 4,500 gallons of paint crashed last night.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News This Morning.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 11th, and thanks for joining us here on 12 News This Morning. I'm Claire Kerr.
I'm Scott Cecina. A beautiful start to this day, and we have a busy but fun morning here on 12 News that we're going to be getting to in a moment.
That's right. We have a 12 News crew on deck, and that includes Sports Director Larry Brunel in Trenton, New Jersey, live for coverage on the Eastern League All-Star festivities. But first, we do have to talk about that beautiful weather, like you said, Scott.
Yeah, let's send it right over to Brian for an update. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we've had some very nice weather over the past few days. A few showers, some thunderstorms yesterday, but again, that was, we'll say, the odd forecast over the past few days. For today, we do have a continuation or a return to the quiet weather. This is the shot from the Security Mutual building in downtown Binghamton. Waking up to mostly sunny skies this morning. There is a little patchy fog. I think visibility down to about 3 miles at the Ithaca Airport. But other than that, we're dealing with some pretty decent conditions. One thing we've been watching, little pocket of showers. In fact, we're talking about one shower coming through southern Otsego County heading toward Oneonta. That has weakened, and a brief shower. Nothing is going to come of that. We are waking up to temperatures in the 50s and 60s this morning. We have 54 in Owego, 56 in Appalachian, Windsor at 55 degrees along with Sydney, 62 at the Binghamton Airport, Stamford at 53 degrees. Beautiful weather for really anything, whether it's work or play. We have sunny skies at 8 o'clock, 63 degrees, mostly sunny skies at lunchtime, 72. Sunshine continues into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies at 3 o'clock, 78 degrees with a high today near 80 degrees. I'll have the rest of your sun-filled Storm Track 12 forecast in just a few minutes.
And now we're continuing our team coverage this morning from Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah, Tim Tebow isn't there just yet. He'll be joining his teammates later today.
But 12 Sports Director Larry Brunel joins us now live. Larry, how much Tebow hype is there at the Arm & Hammer Park?
Well, the Eastern League All-Star Game has seen plenty of stars in its day, but nobody quite like Tim Tebow, a former Heisman Trophy winner, former NFL first-round draft pick turned professional baseball player. In April, it seemed like Tebow had no shot of making the Eastern League All-Star Game, but Tebow's improved every month of the season, raising his batting average to a respectable .270 to end the first half. Ponies manager Luis Rojas told me he's been impressed with how Tebow takes to coaching.
For me, it's really pleasant. You know, I know that Tim has been through a lot of good coaches. I mean, unbelievable coaches, and he's really a very humble person, a really guy that's open to any angle that you could use, you know, in order to get better.
Well, fans here in Trenton will have to wait until tonight's Eastern League All-Star Game to see Tebow in action.
Yeah, Larry, we know Tebow didn't compete in the home run derby last night, but what was it like getting a front row seat to all those long balls?
It was a lot of fun. It may not have been Giancarlo Stanton against Bryce Harper, but Sam Hillard and Davey Grion put on quite the show for the fans here in Trenton. We start with the final two. Sam Hillard, Davey Grion. And Hillard led off, and check out this skyrocket deep into the night sky. He plays for the Hartford Yard Goats, and the kids didn't even try to catch that one. He hit 9 to set the pace. So Grion, a fighting Phil, needs 10 to win. The big fella destroys this one over the monster wall in left field. Grion needed 10. He got 11. This one, the winner, Davey Grion, your 2018 Eastern League Home Run Derby champion with an epic finish, 25 home runs. Our team coverage continues throughout the next half hour right now and throughout the day on 12 News. Live in Trenton, New Jersey, Larry Brunel, 12 Sports.
All right, thank you so much, Larry. And before we get to 12 News reporter Annabelle Flaherty, who's also standing by down there, we want to get a check on the weather for what tonight's game in Trenton will be like.
So let's check in with meteorologist Brian Schrader. Brian, how's the weather there looking there in Trenton, New Jersey?
We're going to get a similar forecast for the All-Star Game that we're expecting here. We have the cold front just has dipped to the south of the New Jersey area. There is a slight chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, but I think as the afternoon progresses, that chance of rainfall will be decreasing. In fact, looking at the we'll say, the three-state view of New York, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. You can see a few clouds across the Garden State this morning, but dry weather conditions, and that's what we're expecting for today. Again, just a slight chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but I think by game time, the weather is going to be pretty nice. In fact, partly cloudy skies by around 8 o'clock this evening, 78 degrees, a northeast wind at 5 miles per hour. So again, that slight chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. That chance of rainfall will be out of the forecast by game time. It's going to be a beautiful night for a ball game.
All right, thank you, Brian. And now joining us live from Trenton is 12 News reporter Annabelle Flaherty.
Annabelle, how are things looking for tonight's sellout game?
Well, tickets did sell out quickly through the Trenton Thunder and also through some secondary websites, and some people say that may be because of one player.
I think just to see all the players, we see them a lot of times because I come a lot when they're with their own respective teams, but seeing them all together I think is going to be really cool.
Some fans got their tickets to the All-Star game to see what the Eastern League can do when the teams come together. But Tim Tebow's appearance as an All-Star may have pushed some others to get their tickets.
I've heard they skyrocketed since Tim Tebow was announced.
Tickets to the All-Star game started as low as $20, but some websites ended up selling them for over $100. Trenton general manager Jeff Hurley says he thinks it would have been a sellout no matter what, but agrees Tebow helped in some ways.
We had a good crowd coming here, whether Tim was on the team or not. I'm sure it helped certainly push some tickets a little bit quicker.
Tebow was just announced as an All-Star within the past couple weeks, but the people who had tickets to the game prior to that say it's just another reason why they're excited for the All-Star festivities.
I saw him a couple weeks ago. It's always just fun to watch him and see what he's up to.
And this game is the best of the best. Many other fan favorites playing in the game also drew in a lot of ticket sales.
With this game, we have a lot of great prospects from all the teams, and Tim Tebow was just another good player that was coming along.
And as we get closer to game time, the excitement continues to build. Now, the Eastern League All-Star Game is tonight. A pregame ceremony starts at 6 p.m. with the game itself starting at 7. Live in Trenton, Annabelle Flaherty, 12 News.
All right, thanks so much, Annabelle. And from the minor league All-Star Game to the major league All-Star Game next week,
where a local 9-year-old girl will be competing in the hit, pitch, and run competition. Liliana D'Antrono has gone through competitions at NYSEG Stadium and then Yankee Stadium. After placing first at Yankee Stadium, the little leaguer recently got the news that she would be heading to the Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. for the pitch, hit, and run finals. There, Liliana will not only be able to compete on the field, but be able to practice with the big-time pros as well. And you can bet she's excited.
It was about like a 2-second scream, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's me, it's me.
Liliana and her mother, Dawn, head to Nationals Park for the All-Star Game this Saturday. We'll be following Liliana in the competition, and we'll let you know how far she makes it. And if you're driving and traveling to the All-Star Game in D.C. next week, this Saturday, you may notice the rising gas prices. The prices are at a higher rate now than this time last year, and local businesses are really feeling the impact. Experts say gas is 60 cents higher than it was at this time last year. Gas Buddy analyst Patrick DeHaan says it's because the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries reduced its production of crude oil. And now the demand for gas exceeds supply. And this has small businesses like Flowers by Dillenbeck's reevaluating prices.
It makes you think about what you want to get for delivery. You don't want to gouge any of the customers, but you also don't want to lose money on deliveries.
Cheryl Frisch says that they have 2 delivery vehicles, each one costing $20 a day to fill up. In the summer months, they run the vehicles more to keep the flowers cool, depleting even more gas. And she says if the prices of gases don't let up, they will eventually increase delivery charges.
a tractor-trailer rolled over in Tioga County last night around 9 p.m. State police said a tractor-trailer veered to the right of the New York State Route 17 West between exits 62 and 61. The trailer flipped on its right side. However, the truck remained upright on the grass. Troopers said the driver was taken by ambulance to Robert Packer Hospital with, quote, bumps and bruises. They said the driver was alert after the crash. State police said the truck was carrying about 4,500 gallons of Benjamin Moore paint but none of it leaked. There were no fuel leaks either. However, the Department of Conservation and Tioga County Fire Hazmat teams were there as a precaution. Authorities are looking into how the truck went off the road. So stay with 12 News for the latest on this developing situation. An Endicott woman is facing drug charges after authorities say she passed out while behind the wheel driving yesterday morning. The Broome County Sheriff's Office says drugs were found in that car after it swerved and crashed into the guide rail on Route 12. Deputies tell us all 3 people inside the car were injured and taken to Wilson Hospital. 24-year-old Alexis Triplett of Endicott is charged with possession of having hypodermic needles and failing to maintain driving in one lane. The other 2 passengers in the car were not charged.
We have an update on how New York State is fighting the opioid epidemic here in the southern tier. $3.75 million was recently awarded to 17 counties across the state. $156,000 of that is going just to Tioga County. The money will buy medication to help inmates as they go through withdrawal and hire a counselor for inmates to set them up for success both during and after their sentence.
We want folks to become productive members of society as soon as possible. We want them to enter the road to recovery as quickly as possible.
State Senator Fred Akshar says a similar program in Albany County has reduced the rate of reoffenses by 28%. He says this is a prime example of what we could see in Tioga County in the future. Well, the time now is 6:40.
And just ahead on 12 News this morning, there was a fire yesterday at Binghamton University.
And the Shenango Valley State Park has gotten a multi-million-dollar makeover. What you can expect. And the regional director of the DOT announced his retirement yesterday. What he did for the community you may not even notice during your everyday goings. But first, here's Brian with a quick weather update.
Very nice start to a beautiful day. We do have mostly sunny skies this morning, a little valley fog in the distance. We do have that one little shower that dissipated over Otsego County, so we are looking at dry weather for today with mostly sunny skies. Cool but comfortable. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s this morning. 56 in Appalachian, 55 degrees in Sydney, Walton at 59 degrees. A lot of sunshine for today with that high of 80 degrees. Clear skies tonight with a low of 52. I'll have your complete forecast coming up after the break.
It's Spectrum's best deal days. Get Spectrum TV, internet.